Hello everyone, welcome to whatever this video is. But today I just decided, or tonight in the middle of the night, I just decided to do a house tour. But this is just gonna be the living room, the receiving room, plus living room tour, because otherwise it's gonna turn into an hour-long video. But here we have the entrance, and as you can see, I used the Lemurian scales wall. Raphael said it's fine. So anyways, if you move over here, you can see the first thing that you will see when you enter is this giant lip red sofa, this nice little lantern light, and I asymmetrically placed this painting right there. And up here you can see that I've added some vines all around, and this random plant. Well, actually this plant has been there for a long time. And here's my maid just loitering around. And over here I added some more vines, and actually right here you can see a portrait of me and my husband. It's a picture to commemorate the first day that I received this house after he paid for it. And you may notice that the plant beside us is the same plant that I added right over here. And then he just keeps staring at me like, can you please do your job? Go do some chores, clean the furniture. Anyways, so right here we have my shoe rack with a plant on top and my portrait on top of it, just so people know that this is my home still. And then I added a mirror right there, but it's like for tall people. But anyways, here is the overview of my living room. Alright, so we can go over here. Right here we have my little indoor garden. I have my favorite flowers, and next to it we have a little bar. I'm really into the wood theme, the wood and plants theme. I feel like it makes it really cozy. And here's some more overview of the bar area. If you enter, you can see, well, nothing much really. There's nothing to see here, but let me show you an example of how it works. You click on it, you enter it, and then you can make your drink like this. Yeah, that's really good. And then over here I have a fruit bowl, a little teacup, and Raphael's birthday cake. I plan to display all their birthday cakes on this table in the future. Here's another overview of the living room overlooking the windows. Right here we have a grand piano, or not really grand. And then on this wall I have this large, sort of like a bookcase or whatever this shelf is. I added this giant shelf here because this wall just feels very empty. And then I plan to display some vases, as you can see here. This one have dead flowers, and I plan to display their plushies in here, their future plushies that we will receive in their birthday banners. Anyways, here's the living room area. I have a giant TV up there at the top, and once again I love the cozy wood theme, so I have that wood fireplace. And over here, these are just the portraits that already came with the house. And up here, up here, I added some vines once again. And you can see a nice overview here of the roof. If I were to have my real house, I would want a sunroom like this. Alright, let's light up this fireplace. Light that up. Nice and cozy. So here's another overview of the living room. I picked these two giant sofas, cloud sofa looking. Alright, here is our cozy corner. Here is an overview of it. The other living room is the main living room, and I would say this one is the family room. So I added this brown shelf to go with the wood vibe once again. And then we have a little plant here, and over here is, I really love what I did with this sofa. Well, I didn't really do much, I just added pillows, but I really love the color scheme of it. That's my favorite color scheme. Light green, pink, and yellow, because it reminds me of strawberries. Anyways, here is, well, I don't know where I'm pointing at here, but well, here is the TV. Let's turn it on. Okay, let's turn that on once again. So I feel like you can really feel the cozy vibe in here. And right here is another portrait, another floral portrait. I really love flowers everywhere. I added more plants and flowers in here. I really love how whimsical it makes this cozy corner feel with the plants around the bed. Although you can't really interact with that bed. Anyways, here's Raphael's cute plushie that I made. And I feel like it just suits it there. Oh my god, Raphael, jump scare once again. So this is the final overview tour of my whole living room. Please, never mind.